hold on.
Yeah.
Let me have a seat.
Sit by the campfire.
Let me tell you a little story, Doug. One day, there was a little boy who went to camp, and he got murdered. Scary.
That boy right there.
Scary me. Let's go to Mystic Museum, shall we?
Can you throw me the Pepto? Just the Pepto.
Brett needs. I just made out
and
the
you know
mic.
what?
Brett needs Pepto.
Well-
I adore you. We're going deep, Doug. Do you like to be deep? Do you like?
I do.
Do you like to get philosophical?
I don't know about philosophical, but
Spiritual.
We're Valley guys.
spiritual, yeah.
We don't
We're
really.
spiritual.
I don't know if we really go deep.
We're Catholic boys. Yeah, I mean,
I was in
I went to-
Catholic school when I made sleepaway camp.
wow,
I'm a
wow,
nice Catholic girl.
wow.
Yeah, and then they wanted to kick me out. So-
I have a picture of me. I wish I should try to find that one. Senior year in a jumpsuit
You're holding up.
with a knife,
Oh.
Stop
with
it.
blood down my face and blood all over me.
What's up, Brett?
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Brett Wagner, Big Schwag, Kemper Kill Leatherface, the vivacious, lively, looking really good today. Like you
I
got some
do?
sun this weekend.
Really?
Yes.
Felissa
Maybe I
Rose.
slept a little bit last night. Hi, I'm Felissa Rose.
Felissa, why don't you introduce the big dog who's with us today?
Okay, so we have a great friend in the house. I'm so excited he's here. We go on the convention circuit together. You know him, Man in the Mask. He's a gentle giant. We all love him. Let's give it up for our friend Doug Tate.
Yeah.
My second convention I ever did, I got to sit next to this guy, Doug
This
Tate,
is
at
a
a
very
convention.
handsome,
He is.
kind,
He is.
loving.
kind.
I remember seeing him afar from the show we did, Silver Scream, and I was like, "You're just a doll."
Wow.
And
Jeez.
you come off, you have a glow about you, and I was intimidated. I was like,
Intimidated.
Hi.
Oh.
And then we wound up in a crazy caravan.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Well, do tell.
I didn't mean to take
tell.
away from your
No, that was great.
beginnings.
No, go ahead.
You-
No, tell me
No,
about the
and we
caravan.
went to Silver Scream,
yes.
and then a whole bunch of us
Ice
wanted
Nine
to
Kills
go.
playing,
Ice Nine.
and Ari Lehman was the beginning band.
The
opening,
opening,
yes.
Yeah, yes.
And
yes.
then,
First
yeah.
Jason.
And then
yeah.
we went out and had a great time. And that's how we all
Yeah.
become friends, because
Yes.
we get to socialize after the event. And it's nice to get to know our fellow horror friends.
We're at the Mystic Museum on Magnolia Boulevard.
Look, we brought Doug to experience Camp Horror.
And look what we have behind us.
Great.
What is that shoe from?
That shoe is nuts.
don't know.
Look
No,
at
I
what we
don't.
have here.
Cropsy.
Cropsy.
It's crazy. This is so fun. So the two of you did your second convention together.
It
Yeah.
was my first.
Yeah.
Horror Hound.
It was Horror
That's
Hound.
a
Yes.
biggie.
And that was way
Cincinnati,
back
when they had it at a place that had a indoor water park, which they had the party at,
Oh my God.
which was nuts. And people were drinking glass bottles inside the pool.
I
It
had
must have
no,
been a little crazy to have
I
all
had
that
no
going on.
idea
Nuts.
how to be at a convention. That was my second one. I remember it was just, and it,
Yeah.
it shouldn't have been a miserable show, because Horror Hound, top 5 convention.
Oh, yeah.
Probably in the world.
Absolutely.
We love Horror Hound. And then
Absolutely.
Doug and I did Horror Hound again a couple
Yes.
years ago.
Jason, have you ever been to Horror Hound?
Oh, wow.
Yes, they have the film festival.
So let's get into it.
First of all, I want to send a little shout out to our sponsor today, at least my sponsor, Pepto Bismol. Thank you. We, Felissa and I and a few friends were in El Paso over the weekend. And in the search for the perfect taco, Doug knows I'm a taco and chili
he
guy.
is. He is.
So I will go out and search for tacos, and I think I searched too far. And so thank you, Pepto, for saving me on the flight back. All right, yeah, let's go deep.
Because
Sorry.
that's not gross at all.
It's not gross, but let's go deep.
Okay, you know what my first question is?
Yeah.
Like, when was the moment, what moment made you go, holy crap, like, this is it. This is my life. I'm an actor.
I think when I got Freddy vs. Jason, because I was working at Universal Studios, pursuing an acting career. Started in high school, by the way. playing Frankenstein. When I was 12, actually, I went for my friend's birthday party to Universal Studios, and I saw Frankenstein performing and scaring people. He was performing, making people laugh and scaring people, and I was in awe of it. And I said, I'm going to do that when I turn 16. And when I was 17, I got a job, and my first character was Frankenstein. Then I did Wolfman, then I did Phantom, and then I did the Harry Show, which now, oddly enough, I play the Jack Link Sasquatch, and they're very similar. And I did other shows. I did stunt shows there and funny, silly characters, but it was an amazing training ground. I worked there in high school while I was pursuing my career after, until I got Freddy vs. Jason.
And that was the moment
I said, you know what? It's time to leave. I said, it's time to get out of here.
It's in between those 10 years. Your full-time job was Universal Studios.
Yes.
You were getting some commercials because Doug is kind of tall and he was a pretty good basketball player. Rumor has it. So
I actually made a living doing basketball commercials for a lot of years.
Wow.
Because went back in the day, you book a national commercial, you'd be 20 grand.
You can
live off that.
Yes.
Especially back then.
A lot of actors that that are famous or became famous, and they were in those shows, like the guy from Cobra that played the villain did Conan.
Wow.
Yes.
Hey, it's producer Jason, Christopher, Mayor. Hopefully you're enjoying the episode right now, but that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is to give away some more free things. Douglas was kind enough to sign a few photos here. Ooh, be careful. You don't want to get up in that. He was kind enough to sign a few photos that we will be more than happy to give away for free. However, not everything in life is for free. That's just the way that the cookie crumbles. What you have to do if you want to win these, I guess we'll give away one each, I'm assuming. I don't know. Winging it as normal here over at Killin Time Experience. But anyway, I feel like a news reporter when I'm doing this anyway. Thanks, Jam. So obviously you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You have to follow the Instagram page, and then you have to leave a comment saying that you're here for Douglas Tate, and I will randomly pick 3 lucky viewers, and we'll send you some stuff. That's all you have to do is just subscribe to the channel and comment, and we will. I'm able to pick out, to weed out, and pick out by random choice. But that's that. Let's get back to the show.
What we really brought you here for is
Yes.
because we wanted to bring you back to, we discussed today that first time you felt like you made it
Yeah.
was Freddy vs. Jason.
Yep.
So come with us, Doug.
Okay.
Come on over here.
Oh my gosh.
And look at the
Wow.
look. Oh, little Ari.
Little Ari.
Little Ari. I didn't know little Ari was alive.
Hi, first Jason.
What's going on, Ari?
Where's your guitar?
Yeah. We're going to tell you all about your future.
There it is.
This is the head from the mold.
Okay.
Whoa.
This is the mask from the mold.
Okay.
Made by Josh Ludeman, Beyond Discussing Studios. I was supposed to come and do something here a couple years ago when he made this. Never made it. So this is my first time here. So here we go. Pretty cool to see this here.
This guy seems taller than you a little bit.
You know what's
Maybe
funny?
not,
I was
maybe
just
not.
thinking,
All right.
like,
Come
you
on
see
now.
I'm
about...
just checking.
No, it's perfect.
When I was doing the scenes, I was in water. And you know when you're in water, clothes just, make you look slimmer. So I did the scene without a lot of stuff in, just a couple of, like this. And they said, we're going to have to pad you up. They put all these football pads all over me. Like I had so much stuff on me. And then when I got into water, once the clothes got wet, it looked like, this guy this is a big dude.
350
That's
pounds.
so interesting to know, like,
Yeah.
what really happened.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
was it cold in that water?
It was actually during the summer. When you're in the water all day, it got really cold even though it was a hot day. And the crazy thing that I didn't say this, I shot at a place called Handsome Dam. Have you heard of it?
Hanson?
I've heard
Hanson
of
Dam.
Yeah, I know Hanson Dam.
Dude, my grandpa and I used to fish there when I was a kid and ride a little motorbike.
Yeah, if you
It was
grew
a crappy place.
If you grew up in the valley, though,
Yes.
that was one of the places that your parents would take you
Yes.
to, or your grandpa. You go to
Yes.
Hanson Dam, and you would
Yeah.
cruise around.
Yeah.
Let's look at all this
So-
amazing merch, because this place is just filled with tons of love for horror.
We got to get a shot of that mask on the
On the antlers.
antlers.
So bring us to Freddy vs. Jason, because that's just tremendous. And like to get that call, that feeling
Yes.
as an actor, is huge.
Yes, and there's a whole story behind this. So I auditioned for it. So basically, I knew who Kane Hodder was, but I never met him at that
Who's
time.
Kane Hodder? Could you Google that name?
So Kane Hodder was Jason prior to that in the
Yes.
last 4 Jason
Yep.
movies, right?
7, 8, 9, 10.
So there was a casting call out there casting Jason. I was like, oh, I thought Kane does that role. So apparently what the request was from the director, they wanted a taller, more sympathetic Jason. They wanted to see sympathetic in the eyes.
Oh,
Like that's
your new nickname.
something that's going to
Doug
happen.
Sympathetic.
So
T.
when I went into audition for it, they literally had to do the physical stuff, which I'm good with because working at Universal and I know the
course.
character, right? And the height and everything. And then there was like a close up shot where like you need to emote. So emote behind the eyes. I want to see anger. Okay, I want to see you emotion coming through. You're sad about something. So they
You look
literally
like you
were
could
doing
cry
that.
right now.
Well, I was, you know.
That's so good.
So
We're going deep.
we're going deep. So I did it, and I was like, and then I got a call back, and then I did it again, and then they pinned me, and you know, pin is they don't hire you yet. They're saying, you're available these dates? We're interested in you, and then a month goes by, and then my agent checks in. Yeah, you know what? Sorry, they went with somebody else in Canada. So fast forward 6 months later, I get a call. Hey, we're doing a pickup reshoot. Are you available? And I did the reshoot of the ending scene. I'm the last person to work with Robert Englund in his full makeup, which I just realized a year ago. A fan said, hey, you know you're the last person to work with him in a movie in full makeup.
Have you ever done that photo op?
No,
with him?
no. That would be cool.
I bet everybody wants
but
that.
Anyway, so when I found out through doing the convention circuit, Ken Kersinger, who played Jason in the movie, we met at a convention and he said, yeah, I was just going in for the stunt coordinator and me and Ronnie, you hit it off. They were shooting in Canada and he's just offered me the part. I wasn't there to audition for it. I heard that they were looking at somebody, which was me. And the guy happened to be 6'5" and my size. If it was a short stunt coordinator, I would have had that role.
Oh,
But you do.
I
do.
know. I
You
ended the
do.
movie and our mask is different. I held Freddy's head, which he didn't do. So, you know.
what a great! And by the way, I don't know who made your costume, but when we do photo ops,
Yes.
if you get the opportunity at a convention, get that photo op with Doug because your costume
It's from Texas, ATX.
is amazing.
Costume. I forget their,
Is
Dark
amazing.
Creations.
Yeah.
They're great. Also, I want to give a shout out to Josh Ludeman
Yes.
for Beyond Disgusting Studios, who has the mold from Sean Clark of my mask.
Oh yeah,
And he made my mask off the mold and the Freddy head off the mold.
yeah, it's great.
This is the first horror movie I saw. I talked about it. Halloween 2. Dick Warlock as Michael Myers was amazing. Oh, this
This
guy.
guy.
Oh.
Let's all say, may he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Our love.
Oh, I love Tony.
I love him.
Oh,
Tony was a
man.
great guy.
I feel so
I miss Tony. I did a movie with him called Jack the Reaper where we played brothers in it. And this was 2010 and we were friends ever since and
yeah.
he's missed.
So missed.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I
Yours are a
haven't
little
read
higher cut than that. I'm
Aren't
just
yours-
saying.
Aren't,
my ass hangs out like.
aren't
hi,
yours
remember?
red?
Mine are red.
Yeah, I thought
and
so.
I by accident I bought a size too small.
By accident,
so by
she says.
yeah,
It wasn't by
accident. I
accident.
got the real booty shorts, so both cheeks are hanging out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike
Hello, how are you
from the
doing?
Mystic Museum. Mike, tell us a little bit about the seance room.
So the seance room, the seance parlor is the first exhibit we had at the Mystic Museum. So kind of around that, we have different kind of Ouija boards, all different kinds of ages and designs. We have some magic books, some witchcraft books, some paranormal stuff also in here. A bunch of different kind of old kind of books in here, different kind of Zoltar machines, and you can see different kind of Ouija boards surround the entire frame of the store of this room.
Have you ever felt any kind of flutterings of ghosts?
Not me personally, but definitely when you close at night, you definitely feel like
What?
people are watching you.
What?
So yeah, different kind of fun
somebody
things
messing
around
with
here
us.
with moving books, moving doll heads, stuff like that. So
Now,
Wow.
you've had people have done some seances in here, have they not?
had some different seances where we've had them in here. They've done like a purity seance afterwards to make sure no one leaves with a spirit. But yeah, definitely different kind of seances, paranormal stuff, investigations happen at the store as well.
You know what? I did a haunt, Eloise Asylum in Michigan last year. Insane asylum from the 1800s. And I went and I walked alone in one of the halls, the 4th floor, which is the criminally insane. And I swear to you, I felt a gush of wind. No windows were open. I felt this tingling up and down my body. I don't know if it was my brain, but it was crazy. I didn't see anything.
But you could feel.
And Doug used to have hair, and then he
Yes.
comes back from Michigan after
know.
that thing, bald.
Yeah. Lost half my eyebrow hair too. It was a lot bushier.
Now let's talk about some of the other. You are
Iconic
definitely
roles.
known for, obviously, for doing a lot of the mask work,
Yes.
the costume work.
Yep.
You know, there's names that we can throw out there. You know, Doug Jones.
Absolutely.
Doug is one. We love Doug.
Awesome
Doug.
dude.
One of the awesome
Amazing.
dudes. But you have found a way, and you are doing very well with costume work. You have,
Yes.
but you're an actor, and I don't want. And I've called Doug. I did another show with Doug, and I said, "Stuntman," and Doug goes, "I'm an actor first, and let's get
Yes.
that straight."
But you know, you kind of have to be like a quadruple threat, if you
Yeah.
will. You have to be an actor, a stunt person. I do stunts,
Yeah.
not very well. I'm always injured, but you have to be able to throw yourself in. Even do you sing and dance too?
Don't do that. My mom was a professional dancer though, and I
What?
never learned to dance. But the thing is what he's saying is, you know, being an athlete and doing these roles, if you can't do a certain, you know, stunty stuff,
They'll
then-
grab someone else. To do
Yeah,
it.
so
Right.
so that's the reason why I was like, yeah, I could do that. Now there were some things that were a little beyond my capabilities that I've done.
Such
and
as?
it was scary wire work,
Oh,
100 feet in the air.
Not doing it.
how about fire?
Here, I've never done fire. But that being said, you know, in the business, when somebody labels you a stuntman, which I have all respect and love them,
We love
and
them.
I'm only saying that because casting and people like that look down at you when that's what you're called. Oh, he's a stuntman, you know. Now a little of that's changing because they want to hire a guy that can do something physical
Yeah.
and now also can act. It saves money now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've always pursued acting. That's my love. That's my passion. So when you say stuntman in the movie business, it's looked upon that you can't act.
You're an actor and you do stunts
Yes.
rather than truly, because with Kane, I know, speaking of Kane Hodder, he's a stuntman and then he got thrown into
Later,
the acting.
absolutely.
So there is definitely an order, and you're a trained actor.
Yes.
And just from that moment of you emoting, wow, that was
I mean,
incredible. What is a role that you've done where you feel like you were able to really exhibit your acting skills?
I mean, I directed a film that came out.
And director.
Yeah.
Angel Baby.
Angel Baby, thriller. And I got to play a really evil character, but more as myself, not behind a mask. So, you know, that was something. I did a movie where I played a SWAT guy with Richard Grieco, and I
love Richard. He's played a husband of mine.
I love Richard.
So one
Great
day there's-
guy.
I love
Me too.
Richard.
And yet, even though
We
you
did.
are under a mask, your Jack Link Sasquatch
Oh, yeah.
is one of the funniest characters
Thank you.
in TV history.
Oh.
I'm serious.
But that's how you know when
Commercial.
someone is really talented.
yes.
Because you can be, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. I've been under a lot of prosthetics,
Yeah.
but how you convey the character through that.
100%.
And I
Take us through
appreciate
that.
people seeing that and saying that. I think that sometimes certain people think that, oh, well, you're just hidden, so anybody could do that.
No.
But you actually have to
Do more.
do more to let it read.
And you do more. This character, how many years have you?
10 years.
10 years. Go through. Was that just a open call audition?
It was. Favorite character. I love the brand Jack Links. I love the family there.
Yeah.
And I hope I can do it for the next.
And this is, folks, I keep
10,
showing it, but
20
this is
years.
the Burt Reynolds
Yes.
pose. If you know anything about history, Burt Reynolds did a photo where he covers
I
his
remember.
genitals with a
Yeah.
bag.
This right here, this image is all over pickup trucks all over the country.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, people tag me in them. Like they put it on the back of their pickup trucks. It's crazy.
I'm a frequent here, but you tell me what, because I know you guys switched up the whole museum.
Yeah. So our current exhibit, which is actually going till mid-April, then we'll switch out for a new one, is Horror High Reunion. So when you come in, it's kind of different walkthrough at your own pace, different kind of photo ops of different high school horror movie setups. Take photos and videos inside. We'll issue you a school ID, which you get to customize with a character and class superlative. You get to keep the ID afterwards, and then we give you a giant pencil. You're going to tap it on this sticker. His name is Slashy. He is the mascot. It's going to activate things within the room, kind of immerse yourself in the high school home experience.
I'm so excited that we got invited here to the Music Museum. Camp Horror.
Camp Horror. Yeah.
Eric Wessel, the owner.
Yes.
How you doing, bro?
Thank you.
Thanks
Very
for having
good.
us in. Why? And how long have you been here?
Been here, the easy question, 11 years now.
Wow.
So we've been in business for 11 years. Why is, I just felt like there needed to be a place for the community to come together. And I grew up in horror movies and very nostalgic to me. And if you could put yourself inside these movies, you know, at an affordable price, how would I do that? And basically created this, you know, photo op gallery of horror movies. And we rotate it every year. So it's something new all the time. So you can come back as many times as you want. Camp Horror is actually a different thing. So Camp Horror is just a section of the retail store.
Okay.
Then you got Mystic Museum, of course, which is the overarching name of the company. And then you have our oddity store. But the name of the current exhibit is called Horror High Reunion.
Yes.
Killer class clown because I was a class clown.
So welcome to Horror High Reunion.
Oh.
Wow.
Enter at your own risk.
Oh wow.
Reach inside some last
Oh, is
details.
this like a haunt?
So it's kind of like a walkthrough at your own pace.
Oh my God. This is so.
You like my clipboard?
Yours is cute. But
Yes,
look at
I drew
mine.
this
Ha.
myself.
You did so good.
Thank you.
And you really do feel like you're in the middle of the movie.
Absolutely.
So we just opened up the Horror Bodega, which is an all horror themed convenience store. So all snacks, chips, drinks, sodas, all things like that are all either you know, a franchise brand or just spooky Halloween sci-fi.
Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here, Burbank, California, the man putting it down. 11 years. I know he's like, you know, he's at Schweig. I've been here 11 years. I'm like, geez, I had no, you know, I've driven by the place so long. Now, what's great and how I really heard about this, and we talked about it, not only because we are in the movies,
Yeah.
House of the Dragons, Patty the King. This is his favorite place. This is a guy who's on HBO, big time House of the Dragons actor, and he talks about it all the time that he loves this place.
Yeah, he was here walking through our last exhibit, which was called Y2 Kills, which is a 2000s based horror movie exhibit. And we had a little session that was Shaun of the Dead, and he had a great time in there.
We've spoken about Shaun of the Dead. Do you change over with the themes? Okay.
So what we do is every year we create a new theme, and we try to make sure that everything that we featured within the space is adhere to that theme. So right now, and then one of the reasons I was late today is I was up late researching for the next exhibit that we're doing.
Which is?
I can't.
I
can't say.
From the crowd.
No, in the comments, boo this man.
You know what? Come back.
You're gonna have
Because-
to come and check it out.
Check
And
it
when
out.
does it swap over?
It'll probably, the new one will probably open up in June.
Okay, June.
We'll
But
be
right
there.
now,
Yeah, we're coming.
Horror High, and you come in, you get your little hall pass.
Yeah, you get to create your own ID.
Get your
yeah.
create your own idea, which is
Cutest
pretty
thing
cool.
ever.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this.
Oh, I
We
appreciate
love,
it.
as a horror community, the horror genre loves these kinds of places
Absolutely.
to come
Thank you.
and hang out, and we appreciate all the love you've put into
Oh,
this.
thank you.
I'm in love with it. I can't
Yeah.
wait to come back.
Thank you so much.
Hollywood Boulevard ain't got nothing on this, guys. Come to Burbank.
Yes.
Burbank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get mugged or come see some cool stuff. Let's talk about some of the besides obviously Jack Links. And you also got to do some, which our Jason loves.
I
Jason's got a
love
mask
that.
on.
Oh,
Jason,
yes.
show him the mask
Where's
he
that
got
mask?
today.
Where's that mask?
Jason!
This is the Halloween Kills
Come in.
mask.
Can you come and sit with me for a second? Thank you.
Not many people. So as far as
Jason's cave is under construction.
Jason's cave is under construction. But there is right there. You got it right here. This is a Halloween Kills mask by Trick or Treat Studios. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
What?
Oh my gosh!
Oh, God,
Wait, everybody, get your cameras out.
Wow!
I know.
Wow! Look at,
Oh,
there's the emote right there. The emote, the no emotion.
Oh my God!
Talk about that process because
That
you got
me.
to work on
Yes.
Halloween Kills and do
Yes.
some
So
stuff.
so James Jew Courtney
Yes.
plays him in the movie.
Yes.
And there was a particular scene that they didn't want James to do. He wanted to do it because he does this. He's a stunt guy.
He likes doing his stunts. Yep.
They didn't want him to do this one because it's jumping off a SUV, not spotting backwards, and there was a dolly track under it, right? So I ended up doing that scene, and I twisted my ankle on it, and then I had to do it again. So if he would have twisted his ankle, he would have been screwed for the movie. That being said, though, Sean Clark got me an audition in 2015 for a movie called Halloween Returns. Went in and met everybody. It was the writers of The Collection and director Marcus Dunstan.
Great movie. Yeah.
Went in. It takes place on death row. The script's online. I do the audition on death row. He busts out, goes on a killing spree. I was going to play him in the movie. And they had a falling out with Harvey Weinstein. And the movie never got made.
Not hard to do.
That guy.
So I thought I'll never be able to be behind this mask.
Can I touch you?
And then Chris Nelson
Yeah, we love
referred
Chris.
me for this flashback scene in Kills. And I ended up just doing this because they knew me over there. And
It's great.
I wish I could have played him in the whole movie. And I
course.
still want
There's still
to do
time.
that.
There's still
Yeah,
time.
you will.
You know?
You're
And
a
I
young
thought
lad.
James was an amazing Michael
I
Myers.
mean, we love
He's-
James Jude Courtney. How did that feel on set? Like,
It was
honestly.
the most surreal feeling. I have a video that I posted on YouTube and my social media of me getting into the coveralls for the first time. And I literally was getting chills over my body because this was the first horror movie I ever saw. Halloween 2, not 1. Shape coveralls. You guys don't understand how surreal this is. This is something I grew up loving, Michael Myers, and here I am getting in the actual coveralls. Oh, I'm feeling it. And I watched that movie over and over and over. And I love this character. So it's just when you love something as a kid and then here you are doing it, there's something even more special about it. And that's kind of how I felt.
That's truly
Yeah.
intense. Like when you really think about that. And obviously, because we talk about manifestation and whatnot on the show, you know, like creating your dreams.
Yeah.
And clearly, when you were a young person, you really embrace that.
You do.
And those
Yes.
feelings. And then look, you created that.
Yes, and you get like that sense of like, I don't know, that feeling of childhood of, oh, I saw this and
Nostalgia, yeah.
here I am on this set and chills are coming down my body and I'm seeing, and then they had the mask on them in my scene. They had the Halloween 3 witch and the skull and the pumpkin on set
I love it.
right in front of me, the kids swinging on a swing with those, and like all that nostalgia is coming back. And we're in the Midwest in North Carolina, and it just all was all overwhelmingly exciting.
Do you take that in? I'm going
Oh,
deep.
I do take it in.
Swag.
Oh my God.
I'm going deep.
I was literally getting chills on my body. I'm getting them right now, just remembering it.
I'm getting them too. Like, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yes.
Because I feel like in life, that's really all we have. We have these beautiful moments.
Yes.
And that's why I wanted to do this, because I want everyone to experience.
Yes.
If you take a
Those
moment
moments.
right now, like how cool this is being here in
It
these
is.
physical bodies, and we get to like sensorily
Like,
be
come
together and have this. And
I mean-
I love that.
Yes.
I have a question about an experience. So,
Yeah.
to just bounce off more on
I love it.
on
Yeah,
Halloween Kills
please.
and stuff. So
Yeah.
you obviously worked with David Gordon Green.
Yes.
How was it like working with David Gordon Green because I've heard the owner of that dog, my ex, worked with David Gordon Green. It was like hands down just
amazing,
like, one of the most amazing
guy, approachable guy. I have this thing. I would love to show you the picture of it. Where I was at, David Gordon Green directed this movie called Your Highness, and I was hired to do the premiere of Your Highness at Santa Barbara College. They were doing it at the college, and there was a character in the movie of this minotaur with a long schlong.
A long schlong.
And I showed up.
Schlong. I had one of those.
And I was there with him at the screening with Danny McBride and James Franco. And pictures with them on the red carpet, and people were going nuts. So I went up to him. I said, "Hey, I was the minotaur at your Highness." He's like, "Oh my God, that's amazing."
So this is the seance room. So let's hold hands. It's a little weird, but just good juju. Nothing bad.
Positive, no, happy. We were just saying, like, it's the law of attraction. So what you think and what you feel, you're a magnet to bring into your mind, body, and soul.
All right.
All happiness and love to everybody.
Yep.
Yes. Well, if we could have someone talk through Doug Tate right now,
Who would it be?
who would it be?
Marilyn Monroe.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Marilyn, are you there?
Are you there? If we hear a sound in 3 seconds. Okay, that was weird.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God.
Wow.
What just came over me?
I don't know.
Told
That
ya.
was weird.
Just saying.
If you love horror, what a cool place.
Yes.
Damn horror.
And if you guys are in Los Angeles or in Burbank, California,
Yeah.
so I feel like this gets overlooked, this city.
It
People
does.
go to Hollywood, they go to Universal Studios. This is close to Universal. These are places you can come to
Yeah.
and visit.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
You're not paying $8 million for parking.
No parking fee.
No parking
Free
fee.
parking.
And this is pretty cool. And you get to see all the history.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because do you feel like, I feel so grateful to feel like, oh my gosh, this is all part of the history of horror, and to feel like
Hollywood
we,
horror,
you know,
yeah.
we're represented.
We
is
are
a
represented.
Tremendous feeling.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
right?
It is
Both
a little
of us
surreal.
are.
Yeah.
You aren't
And-
really, but
No,
you know.
Yeah, you are. I'm sure they have some
there
other
might
great
be.
stuff.
Hey, but
I'm
you know
just
what?
kidding.
For two Valley guys,
Yeah.
for two Valley guys to be hanging out.
Dude, this
you know?
is awesome.
The mighty SFE right there. We'll just
San
put it
Fernando
out there.
Valley
San
right
Fernando
there.
Valley, to be hanging out, and for both of us to want to be in the business.
Yeah.
And for both of us to get into the business, it's
And then to be here together and
Yeah.
to be traveling together.
yeah. Halloween Kills, Jason. You're starting to enter into the realm of some of the big guys that have played 3 different massive characters.
Yes.
Huge, the biggest,
Yes.
most
So
iconic ever.
Oh
I mean, there's Leatherface,
Yes. Ghostface.
Ghostface.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Do you-
some stuff that you
I mean,
can-
I think those are the 2
do
biggest
you
other
ever
ones.
want to play this guy?
Oh,
Let me see.
yeah,
see that.
Superman.
You'd be a great Superman.
I don't know.
Okay, would you rather walk on a lot of hot coals or a pile of snakes?
Hot coals.
What would you
Because
do?
people do that. That's
well,
a,
that's the game.
that's a
the
Tony
game.
Robbins thing.
That's
Like he
the game.
literally gets people
I
at
love-
his shows
that's
and he
where
does
I
it.
started.
I'm
with Tony
diabetic, so my
Robbins.
feet are. I'll take the snakes as long as
Wow.
they're not poisonous.
Wow,
I
damn.
do want to talk real quick. I just want to ask you. You have. They've kind of. You did a movie this recently.
Yes.
We won't talk about what character you did,
Yes.
but they have been leaking.
Yes.
It's a big movie. They have been leaking this. Talk about the movie you just filmed that we're excited that we're going to see it by the end of the year or 2026?
December 5th. Yes.
Let's go.
So-
Say the name.
I
Say the
am
name.
in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And the fans, you know what? I did Jason. The fans were incredible. Halloween,
Amazing.
a whole nother level of fandom. I'm not sure if Five Nights at Freddy's might be even bigger than Halloween
I'm
fans
so
because
excited.
they are nonstop messaging me
That's
about
so
it
exciting.
because they put it on IMDb without putting my character. So
But they
people
just
are
put your name. Yeah.
messaging me, hey, what about this? Did you do this? And are they going to have this in there? And it's like, I'm not going to answer you.
Right.
But I'm getting
But he's in
messages
it.
constantly.
And come to a convention near you to see Doug Tate.
Yeah.
I want to tingle your
Close your eyes.
senses.
Look
So
at me.
first, okay, so you're going to eat one of these while you're answering Would You Rather.
Okay.
Would you rather come back as James Dean or Marlon Brando?
Oh. I think that's easy.
Oh, thank you.
Well, do I have to act like Marlon Brando later in life? What do you
No.
want? James Dean, Marlon Brando.
I'm Marlon Brando.
Yeah, I'm a Marlon Brando
Ooh.
guy.
Look at that career,
Ooh,
dude.
that-
James Dean
amazing.
died too
Yeah,
young.
He
Didn't
but,
have the
but
career.
what a hottie patati.
Marlon.
Put this, hold on.
Both of them were, though,
Yeah.
right?
Would you rather Ginger or Marianne?
Marianne.
Who did you, Jay? Ginger or Marianne?
I could already smell what this is.
Who do you like better? Ginger or Marianne from Gilligan's Island? You're not 11. You've never seen
The
Gilligan's
skipper.
Island.
He would rather the,
Okay,
the skipper.
How about you, Brett?
I might have dated. I might have gone on a date with Ginger's daughter once.
I went to college with Caprice. We
So,
went
anyways,
to school together.
I think I did go on a
That
date.
was
All right, Doug,
terrible.
it's in your hand. Keep your eyes
turn
closed.
it around, because that's
No,
the
that's
weird
fine. He
part
can.
of it.
All right, let me turn it.
Do you have any
around.
allergies?
No.
Okay. Phew.
No dairy.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, here,
it's a
put
big
that.
carton of milk. Do you like it? Okay. He really
Okay,
went
you can
for
open
it.
your eyes now.
I'm hungry.
You can
I
open
like
your
that.
eyes.
Oh, continue. Did you enjoy that?
A pickle. What do we
It's,
got?
You know, pickles, though, they go better with food.
Yeah.
Not on their own. Not pickle in a coffee doesn't go as good.
Oh God.
These
Get
are-
the Pepto.
Pepto time.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Aw.
Killin Time Experience. Felissa Rose, producer Jason. I'm the Big Schwag, and it has been our extreme pleasure to have the man, the myth, the legend on today. Not Ric Flair, but Doug Tate. Thank you, Doug, for hanging out with
Dude,
us.
one of the funnest shows ever. Are you kidding me?
Aw, we try
Killin'
to make
Time.
it painless, fun, and
It's awesome.
exciting, and we're out. Mwah.